Alright guys, I'm Ryan Raymond and this is my YouTube channel or Facebook page, depending on where you're watching me, if you're watching me on Facebook Live or on YouTube. Either way, it's cool and I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, do the notification things. Those are really cool and it helps get the videos seen by more people. If you guys have been watching me, my voice is finally coming back, so thank you for those of you guys that were concerned about that. I do appreciate it. And so in today's video, what I want to talk about is how I sold $26,824.59 worth of products on Amazon without holding any inventory. And so for those of you guys who do drop shipping, that might sound interesting to you. So how this worked is I used a program called Merch by Amazon. What the hell is Merch by Amazon, you might say? All right, well, Merch by Amazon is a platform. That was my dashboard there just a second ago. I'm gonna pull up and you guys didn't see it, so sorry, I hadn't transitioned. There we go. All right, so this is Merch by Amazon. Merch by Amazon is a platform that allows you, let me get my chat back up. There we go. All right, so Merch by Amazon is a platform that lets you sell t-shirt designs, products, and other things on Amazon. Amazon prints it for you, ships it, fulfills it, and sends it to your customer for you, handles returns, and then once a month sends you a royalty decided by you how much you wanted per item that was sold, and they send it to the customer, and then once a month they send you a check. So what is it really? Like, how does it work? So this is what a normal dashboard here looks like. So you can see recent activity, new shirts that have been uploaded for me, my total products sold. But I use the Pretty Merch extension. It helps me analyze my sales here a little bit better. And I did blur those. It's, you know, there is a lot of competition out here, and sometimes seeing what's selling the best isn't always helpful, but I will show you guys a couple of my best sellers. So if you like Pretty Merch, here it is. And that's what it looks like. So today's sales, 12. This week I have sold 143 in the last 7 days for $122.84 in royalties. So if I come in here and view my chart so people want to see where I'm at and how I've been doing. So 1,537 total sales for $26,824.59 in sales, for a total royalties to me of $4,627.85. Average royalties per sale, $3.10, and average revenue share is 17%. So how does this work? Each month you sell, and as you start out, Amazon has it, it's kind of like a gaming system. What you do is it'll start with a tier 10, you get to upload one product, and that's all you get to upload, one a day until you have 10 uploaded. And the official policy is you have to sell 10 until you have reached that threshold. They won't upgrade your limit. So once you've sold 10 shirts, then you get upgraded to tier 25, then tier 100, then tier 500, 1,000, 2,000. I've heard 3,000s in there somewhere, and you know, we'll see how it goes. I am currently tier 2,000. I started this in July 2018. So you can see here, my first month, I sold 85 shirts. Second month, I only sold 40. 35 of these this month were for a family reunion. So if you're looking for ways to break out of the lower tiers, find people who are doing family reunions this summer. Offer to make their shirts for them. Set it at cost and give it to them. It'll help you guys break out of the lower tiers. So do those sort of things. You can get it rolling, because think of it like a video game system. If I want more, every sale counts as another slot you get to upload for. So it grows. The more you can upload, the more chances you are to catch something that's going to work. So the first month I sold 35 to my family reunion, and I sold 50 organically. It was really cool. I did some posts in Reddit. I owned at the time I was attempting to do drop shipping. For those of you guys who don't know what drop shipping is, you build a Shopify store, and you sell other people's products on it. Customer buys from you, you go to the person who you buy it from and put in the customer's mailing address. That's essentially drop shipping summed up in a really quick thing. I was also dumping shirts to my audience that I had built at that time. That audience was probably around 5,000 people. So, but there was a lot of issues with drop shipping. So what I was doing is I was starting to share those shirts with that audience I had built. And that's something that I've continued to do and been evolving it and a little bit more. So the other things, and that's kind of how that went for here. So some of you are asking, like, how do I do this? What is there really to do here? First thing you have to do is you have to apply. So if you were brand new, you're going to come here, you're going to say request an invitation. This isn't just sign up and you get in. You have to apply to Amazon and they approve you. So if you have a portfolio of designs, a website, something that shows that you can create things or sell things online, that would be helpful. Make a video about drop shipping. I can definitely do that. I've been really debating on a new drop shipping store. So I could kind of show a demo one and show how I would build one now, knowing what I know, but I'm not currently drop shipping any items right now. Once I started this, I stopped my AliExpress drop shipping store. I was drop shipping from China, 2 to 4 weeks delivery time, returns, wrong products showing up, trying to communicate with Chinese people to order one, unicorn wallet. There's other ways to do it, and I think I kind of know how I would do it. And some of it is with print on demand. I realized that owning my own designs and owning my own process was good, and I've built a new Shopify store. I've got a brand going right now that I've been building. I think I just hit my 20th sale, about $800 in revenue on that in 4 months of building it, all organic traffic. So I might do something about that for you guys here one of these days. But anyway, back to Merch by Amazon, because I started there, I went to this, and now I'm kind of mingling them together. But this is where, if you guys are doing drop shipping, something you need to take a look at if you're an FBA seller. So anyway, you'd have to come in here and request an invitation. Oh, I'm already in. Let me sign out and do that. So let me go back to Merch by Amazon. Couldn't get to the invitation page that way. So requesting an invitation. You'll have to sign in, and it's a simple form. So let me switch an account here. Yeah, that one will work. That one does not have a Merch by Amazon account. All right, so it'll come up with begin an application. And this is a really simple application, guys. So you take your country. So, I would put in my information here, fill in your address, wherever you're at. I'm going to just delete my address there. It put me in the Cayman Islands. That's okay. Put in your information. You have to provide them your banking info. You got to tell them who your bank is. They're going to verify that you're a legitimate person. And then you have to complete your tax info. And you can do your save and changes and continue. At the end, there's some basic questions about what's your experience creating designs, what's your experience selling, and some links to your portfolios. Just be honest. If you don't get in, reapply. When this first started, I got rejected. I know I heard about this in 2016. I applied, got rejected, and I moved on with my life and forgot about it. I reapplied, once I kind of learned what was going on and started doing my own thing and actually had a legitimate reason to be able to apply. That let me in. So that's just one of those things you guys got to do. So go to merch.amazon.com, and I'm going to even dump that in the chat. So merch.amazon.com. So if you guys are getting that, you should see that in the chat if you guys are watching live right now. Those videos in there, if you guys are on my channel, go through, check out any of the other ones too. I've got a lot of tutorials on how to do research on this, but this is the first time I wanted to do an overview video for new people. So yes, the title is a little bit clickbaity, but was just trying to expand the audience a little bit. Maybe you find some new people that might appreciate this opportunity. So you go through, you apply. 7 days, a year. Honestly, it's pretty quick now. There was times where, I looked back and that rejection I had forgotten about. It took a year and a half to actually even get notified I wasn't allowed in the program. So, you just never know. So get in, get applied, because it's like a gaming system, and the more people are playing, the crowded it's going to get, but it's never saturated, and it's never, there's always opportunity to find niches, and there's always opportunity to sell things. All right, so back into it. What is Merch by Amazon? So if you didn't know, you'll go on Amazon.com. Many of you guys go shopping there. You go shopping and you say, hey, I'm on Amazon.com and I want a new funny t-shirt. Maybe you want to buy my swatch t-shirt that I made on seeing how the quality of printing. So while Amazon's loading, There you guys can see a picture of my daughter, some gradients. Watch your transparencies, guys. You can see here this yellow one, it faded to a solid black at about 8-10% transparency, but the blue faded earlier. So watch your gradients into the t-shirt color. If your gradient into there, I do. What is your upload limit? How many have you uploaded? You said you sold 850 and you're still tier 100. So they're never going to tier someone up if their slots aren't filled. So because you're not using them, so why would they give you more? So you have to make sure your slots are filled and wait for the magical tier up fairy to come. There is no set automatic, like this just happens. You'll log in one day, all of a sudden it'll say you have, you know, this many more uploads and this many more slots available. But anyway, back to Amazon. It finally loaded here. So some people will come here, they'll say, I want to find a funny shirt for my dad. All right, so all these come up, and most people sit here and they don't really think any different. You know, everyone's advertising on Amazon, everyone's selling different things. But you'll start to notice that there's a lot of blanks that have a similar format. So this is a Merch by Amazon shirt. This is not. So over here, this is not. My favorite soccer player calls me dad. Lucy, hi. My dog wants to say hi on the video. Hi, Lucy. All right, I would just be patient with that and maybe even just send them an email, but it's all pretty much automatic. We all know Amazon, and that's something you'll learn. Amazon's answers are always very plain, vanilla, to what the lawyer said they could say. It's just kind of what it is, and they play that game. So you guys have to learn how to play by the rules. And what you'll need to do if you want to sell these things, so not only do you get to sell the t-shirts though, we now get to sell several other products. So let's go in here. I'm going to sign out of this. And let's research and create a product. So I'm going to do this from scratch with everyone here to show you guys how easy this is. So we're going to sign out. Maybe. Try and get this here. Sign out here. Continue without saving. There we go. Now we're going to sign in. I got to go to my other account. There we go. It's not an other account. I only have one Merch by Amazon account. So here you guys go. I sold a tank top today. Karl Marx shirt and here's my best selling product. So this is my #1 seller on Amazon. This is a plain black pop socket. So let me check what I got here, guys. I'll check into that in 1 second. So anyway, plain matte black pop socket. Like that one is selling. Amazon came up with a new policy. You can't say pop socket anymore. It was vague. It was in the FAQ before, but it wasn't in the content policy or the terms, and it probably shouldn't have done it. But right now it's selling, and I'm at 9 of those today. And if I look at all my view sales, that current one, and I've been pricing that one very low intentionally, because getting a loss leader is not a bad idea if you're trying to test more things, because it will give the opportunity to tier up a little bit more. So a little bit of a loss leader. I've made $2.68 on those 135 sales. So that right there brings down my percentages quite significantly. I've been doing some quite a bit lower pricing. Just like this one here, this was my original loss leader. It was like my first shirt I sold. I'll show it to you guys now because it doesn't really work anymore now that Amazon raised the prices. It's a libertarian taxation is theft niche, and the shirt just simply said $12.99 plus theft, implying that the tax was the theft. But now Amazon's raised the price to $13.07 is our minimum. So I've just kind of left it there, and it still sells every now and then, even though it's $13.07. So I've just let this one sit at the minimum because the design doesn't work at different prices. And there's a lot more now at other prices, like $19.99. So I've just kind of let it go. It's out there. It's the cheapest one, and people still buy it. So it's out there. I've sold, 35 of those. So that was kind of my loss leader I started with. So that was my previous bestseller. Some of these other ones are still going right now, so we're not going to jump into those. Here's one I'll show you guys. And this is a pretty floral pop socket. So it's got 2 customer reviews. Ooh, last time I was in here, it only had 1. So let's take a look. Possibly used. So this is one that I get a lot. I've seen it a lot and I've experienced it. Something happens at that Amazon factory when they're printing them and there's no stick left. Like my barcode had come off and like someone had peeled it off and slapped the sticky back on. There was not a lot of stick left. And so this person just gave that same review because I bought one of mine and had the same issue. So possibly used. That sucks. That could tank it. We'll see how it goes. But I mean, I've sold one recently, so we'll see what happens. You know, it's 4.5 stars. Not everyone goes down there and reads them. 3.5 stars is pretty average because there are issues with them. So there we go. Top shirts sold. Black, 430. Dark heather, 142. Heather blue, 82. Navy, 63. Royal blue, 49. Purple, 47. Cranberry, 34. Pink, 17. Orange, 14. 13 asphalts, 13 heather grays, 12 kellys, 11 reds, 11 olives, 8 baby blues, 7 slates, 7 browns, 6 whites, 3 greens, 3 grasses, and 1 silver. So black, dark heather, heather blues. The heathers sell well. I always like to do those. I never get the white heather to sell. It doesn't sell. I've stopped using it. Followed by navy and then royal blue. That works really well because a lot of my shirts, as you can see here, sell in the men's fit. So 40% are men's fit t-shirts. 15% are women, 4% youth, and 4% there on unisex. But my division of total sales, 800 standard t-shirts, 567 pop sockets, 101 premium t-shirts, 34 pullover hoodies, 22 long sleeve t-shirts, 12 sweatshirts, and now 1 tank top. So, you know, standard t-shirts and pop sockets are the best sellers I've had. So, all right, we'll get into it. So some of you guys have been waiting. How do you actually do some research? How do you do this? How do you figure out what's going to sell? I don't like looking on Amazon. I like looking elsewhere. Google. And so we'll just go to, I'm already on Google. You know, that happens. Sometimes you do that. Sometimes you do dumb things and type in Google to go to Google. You know, we're human. Anyway, so you can just simply do, I like even looking at clothing stores. So let's find apparel stores. So I'm looking right here. So this is literally right here at the Rally House in Florence Mall. So near where I live here in Kentucky. So it's popped up local results. All right. So this is all not going to work. This is all licensed. So every single thing on here is a licensed team. So we got the NFL. You can't do NFL unless you've paid the NFL the money you have to get the rights to sell NFL products. If you do that, Amazon will let you design NFL products if you have the rights to do so. So there are licensing opportunities out there. I've been exploring some of them myself. If some of them work out, I'll let you guys know about it. There's other ways you can sell. You can sell to local businesses for employee shirts, customer shirts, anything like that. So let's see, men's and women's clothing. Let's see what express.com is. I am seeing it more and more. A ton more simple, plain text. And I'm noticing it's either white. White is starting to fade out more, and a lot of my plain text shirts are white text on dark shirts. But the white with just black is seeming to be the women's theme. It's and that goes well with what's going on with the new products, because a lot of them have lighter colors, and some of the things I was designing aren't just looking good on them. They just don't look right. So I've been thinking black might be a place I have to go. Could be an option. So look at these here. So what is the message they're conveying? We're not going to go make these shirts. It's all good in the sisterhood. Her story in the making. So these are positive women's shirts. You know, messages, positive inspirational messages for women. So positive messages for women. So let's think about it. What could we do? So let's make one quick. All right. Let me pop open Lonely Screen. Pop open my iPad. See if we can get this to work. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna come up with a couple of ideas and then I'm gonna list them. We're gonna go through and we're gonna keyword it and we're gonna list it. So someone shout out a positive message for women. Let me see here. Show all windows. Let me kill Lonely Screen. Quit it. So I can fire up my iPad for you guys. There we go. Turn on screen mirroring. There we go. Bam. All right, so if I did this right, you guys will now see my iPad screen instead of my computer screen. So let's think about some positive messages for women. And these can be, you know, simple. They can be for a lot of people. You can do, and we're thinking about designing these for white. So I'm just, oh, I got the wrong canvas size there. So I'm using Over for some text here right now. And this is just it's a free app you can use, and you can use the fonts in it, up to 400 sales for the fonts. You can, you know, you can subscribe to it and you can get some more premium features. But a standard Merch by Amazon t-shirt is 4,500 by 4,050. I'm gonna hit enter. Sorry, that is a hoodie t-shirt. That'll work. I can do it on the hoodie. But these are fonts I've got in here. So I was thinking just a simple idea, powerful. I got an idea. Powerful, beautiful. Actually, we're gonna go smart, powerful, beautiful, perfect. All right, so I kind of did that. How does that look on that style? I think that kind of works. So I just made that up. I just made that up, guys. I didn't make what I saw. I just made this up. That's how you create unique products on Amazon. So I'm gonna do something here. I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of a process I do. And it's not quite, my main process isn't working right now because of the new update, so it just doesn't quite flow well. So we're gonna save that to photos. And I'm gonna change this to turn this off, 5,400 for the t-shirt size. There we go. Save that to photos. And I had said the black seemed to be doing well, so we're going to edit it. And we're just going to do it with black. I mean, this is simple, guys. This is a simple way to make a t-shirt design. I also use Procreate for doing drawings and illustrations when I'm doing those sort of things. But this is where I started. Plain text, just going into Over, typing out ideas, words, phrases that I would just sit here and I'd make 20 or 30 of them and then upload them all. You know, there's different ways to do it, but this is where I started, and this is still a way I love to work. I just sit there. I have fonts I have the rights to use because I've either paid for them or they came with my Over subscription. I have the rights to use this font. I have the legal right to sell this as commercial information. All right, so now I need to send these to my iMac. All right, so done. Cancel. Oh, something didn't export. So we got that one. Let me get that exported. Just make sure I get it the right sizes. There we go. Save to photos. And if you're having trouble saving to photos, guys, this is something a lot of people have a problem with. If you come into here and you go into your, no, not projects, come into your settings and your export options, make sure save as PNG is selected. Otherwise, it's going to put it with a background. So that's important. All right, so select, got one there, Oh, you know what? I'm missing the white. I'm missing one of the white ones. So we'll just redo that. Just gonna fix it. So I make sure I got my workflow right here. White, down, export, save to photos, custom, turn off constraint options, 40, 50. So hoodie, bam, save to photos. Now I could also do this as a pop socket, but that's not what's been working on my pop sockets. Patterns, colors, those sort of things have been working best on pop sockets for me. Okay, so get this back to exporting. And cancel. Select this one, this one, this one, and that one. And airdrop that, if it'll go. If airdrop will work. I don't think it works while I have AirPlay on, so I am now going to kill that. And we are going to transition back over here. I'm just going to email them to myself. For some reason, AirDrop is not wanting to work. I possibly have to do a software update of some sort. All right, so that should hit my email here any second. There we go. And I'm going to come here, save all. And I'm just going to save it to my downloads folder. There we go. All right, so now how do we write, create, do this stuff all from scratch? What did I cover up? I can't see things. So close the email. And I want to be in Chrome just because that's where I like working. All right, so now we are going to use, when you first start out on Amazon, they are going to start you with the single uploader, where you have to come through and pick each of these. Right now, they are currently unrolling the beta for the multi-uploader, where it puts it on every product at once. That's what we're going to use today because you can only access the new products through the beta uploader. So if you guys haven't gotten it yet, I heard a new wave just went out today, so I hope you guys got it, and this is a good thing to use. So we're going to use the beta today, and I like popping it open in a couple of tabs, so we can do both. All right, come here to Finder, come to my downloads. All right, so I got the black one first, throw that into there, throw that into the hoodie, let that start doing its thing, and the white one on, and the hoodie on. All right, that's done. Yeah, Michael, I love it too. It is a great app. All right, so now the little bit of a slower process. It's so much faster than what it used to be, guys. This is amazing. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do the black on the white, and we're gonna use light colors. We can now upload 10. We used to only be 5. So we're gonna do this on some of these other colors that just, it looks good on. And I'm kind of thinking about it. I don't know if I want it to go on, display on the navy. I think it hides it a little bit too much, and it's not necessarily the target audience. But I'm going to upload it to women and youth. This is perfectly legitimate for youth. So I'm going to do a couple of these lighter colors, pink, purple, a red there. We're going to get the heathers in here. I think the heathers will work well on that standard shirt. Now I've been pricing a little bit lower. I've been $13.85. Same on .co.uk, $13.85. It's just where I've been pricing right now, guys. You don't have to. You can price wherever you want. And see here, it tells you what the royalty is at these levels. So this is how you decide how much money you want to make. At $19.99, you'll make $5.23 when this product sells. If you sold it for $25, so here's the thing, non-prime customers have to pay shipping on orders under $25. And at $19, it makes the price like 26 something, and it's cheaper had it been at 25. So if you're one of these people that it's pricing like $24.99, give them another penny to give them that extra bump. You might see an increase there. Okay, it's telling me I picked too many colors. So we're gonna ditch that red one. All right, there we go. We're not gonna price there though, $13.85. All right, and I always still list it on the premium t-shirt. And so this one I sometimes do some different things with it. You know, the colors are a little bit different with the premium. They look a little bit different. Bring it to dark heather. Yellow, green, grass. We're going to take one of these off. Take that grass off. There we go. All right, $15.85. V-neck t-shirts. These are the new product. Oh, we're not going to do it on navy. There we go. Oh, edit the details there. $15.85. And I'm okay with listing them on the men's, guys, because there are women who prefer to buy it in the men's fit, just because sometimes the women's ones are smaller. So we're going to take that off. We're going to put it on the heathers in the blue. $15.85 on my tank top. $19.85 gives me $1.55 on the long sleeve shirt. I'm doing $19.85 on the new Raglans. Now, so with this black design, I couldn't have listed on all these other Raglans before. So that works out. I like that. The sweaters and hoodies, I start at $29.85. And it kind of works on that one. It just shows up better. Whether or not how it looked on the actual shirt, I don't know, but I don't want things that look like it might look bad and the customer buying them. So, you know, sometimes the navy doesn't look well. You know, you can read it on the black, but don't list black on black. It's not actually going to print that way. So keep that all in mind. All right. So I'm going to come here and the brand. So this is smart, powerful, beautiful, perfect. So these are words that I use, and this is for women and girls. So smart, powerful, beautiful, perfect. I'm going to use these in the brand. Beautiful, perfect. If I could type. Thank you for spell check. Girls and women. All right. Design title. Cute shirt for girls and women who are smart, powerful, beautiful, and oh, I forgot. Let's see here. I forgot my structure changed there. So we're going to do smart, powerful, beautiful. And you could do this different. We could do powerful women and girls. Just keep it simple there. Smart, powerful, beautiful. Because you don't necessarily need to repeat things. Smart, powerful, beautiful, perfect. Now, these are just doing some things based off my own history. But if we go into Amazon, there's a few Chrome extensions you can look for. And if we start looking at any of these keywords, we might be able to see some search terms that we want to use. Michael, I haven't used Merch Lister. I prefer to, right now, my whole workflow is kind of based around Merch Wizard database. By putting it there and then getting everything in and pushing it to Orbitkit and putting all my designs on Redbubble, Spreadshirt, Teespring, Inktail, Society 6, all the different ones there. So that's kind of been my workflow. That's why I haven't been using Merch with Lister. So let's look at Powerful Girl. So Powerful Girl shirt. Powerful Girls has, I got keywords everywhere here. And I think I have a Suggestion Expander disabled right now. So let me enable that Chrome extension. Settings, extensions, AMZ Suggestion Expander. That's the one I want. There we go. So now what that Chrome extension did, you saw how before It was just showing the normal single thing here. Powerful. If I give it a reload, it should take into the new Chrome. So powerful shirt. So now what this does is it's looking all over all the different ones and looking deeper, trying to find here some more things. So girl. I really can't type today, guys. Powerful girl shirt, powerful girl shirt, beautiful girl shirt. So what is beautiful girl t-shirt? So we can, you know, it's mostly just gonna be girl t-shirt. How about woman? Perfume life is beautiful. So I think we're gonna just kind of go with some of these keywords. I didn't really check for any competition. Smart, beautiful, powerful, smart, powerful, beautiful, perfect, girl. We're just gonna leave it at that. Straight to the point. Actually, we're gonna say woman. And now we're gonna say this black. I'm gonna describe the design of our smart, powerful, beautiful, perfect woman design is perfect for strong, we already have strong in there. No, we don't. Strong women who love and support their daughter's growth. So there we go. We just kind of made sure that we put in there a little thing that told them who it is, what it is, who it is for. So we missed black version of our smart, beautiful, perfect with a fancy script like font. There we go. We described the design. This is black. It's got words, and that's it. Is perfect for girls and women who are proud to be a woman. So I have women there, smart bar, women there. Okay. Female. There we go. Another keyword. We're keeping this simple, guys. With the new policies that have come out, I've been finding some of my more targeted, direct ones with just some specific things have been doing a lot better. They seem to be rewarding it more. The other thing I'm going to do is click our brand name to see more amazing products. All right. So we're not done yet. We're going to copy this into here. We're going to copy this into here. You can add more into here, guys. You can definitely add more. It seems to be they're definitely wanting you not to describe the product, but definitely who it is for. But don't get keyword stuffy. Don't call it a Christmas shirt if it's got a jack-o'-lantern on it. You know, don't say it's a good Christmas present when it doesn't have Christmas on it. I think those are some things that people miss. All right. The other thing I have to do is I have to translate this stuff to German. And I know this stuff doesn't translate well. So what I'm going to do is I don't typically do much more than the brand and title. So I'm going to translate just because I don't always trust Google Translate. I just don't. I wish I had a translator that worked for me. If someone wants to volunteer and translate all my listings into perfect German, that would be awesome. But I don't think any of you guys are jumping on that. All right, well, my computer is running slow with the streaming right now, guys. So in the meantime, I'm just going to come over here. I'm not going to go through and reselect everything, but since this is here, I'm just doing this. Come on. There we go. And now this is no longer our black version, and that's the only keyword, that's the only real word I'm going to change here in this description. I'm going to say white. And one more here. And once again, amazing products. There we go. All right, so click our brand name to see more amazing products. And once again, we're just going to come through. And I like doing this. And this is more for just some Google SEO type things. And gets them ranked on Google results. There we go. So I'll come back through and I'll pick colors for all the white ones. But we're going to finish up this Google Translate thing here. And we're going to get this thing rocking. Make sure it goes through review and gets into processing before you submit another one if you were kind of doing anything that could have been, if you weren't sure about. You know, if you're just not sure, and I always do it. I always just send one, and then I let it go to review, and we stay there. But like I said, with the German, I don't necessarily always trust that everything's translating well, so I'm just going to do the basics here. And maybe, I don't know, maybe that's why I'm not having as many sales on Germany. My best-selling Germany shirt, I'll show you guys in a second. For those of you guys that are wondering, that want to know, there it is. All right, so it's done. The review button turned green. The review button stays gray until you've completed all the information at a minimum for what you have selected you are going to do. So, what do I got in here? Okay, don't necessarily worry about which mock-ups. It's kind of based on whatever we were hovering over. You click review. And then you wait for people to search for it. Now, you can do a little bit more advanced. You can go into AMS and spend some money testing ads. I'll show you guys what I've done for Amazon advertising. Let's just do that quick, and then we're going to wrap this up. So advertising, this is my lifetime. So like you said there, a little over $4,000 earned. I have tested 861 campaigns since September. 861. I've spent $3,017.19, which has generated $8,132 of my $20,000 some in sales. So this is a small portion of what's going on. But I've been going through here and testing, finding unprofitable campaigns and killing them. Now, if I filter it by what I currently am running, because that includes all the losers. I wanted to show you guys that I have losers, that I have spent money and lost, so you understand that that is a real possibility. Now, what I have currently running is currently 88 campaigns, so about 10% of those campaigns have generated me $3,653 in sales, or 195 of my total orders, for a total spend of $526 with an average cost of sale of 14.4%. So 14.4%, if you guys remember right, if we were back here in Pretty Merch, if you look at the average royalties per sale, and you got to factor in, you know, some of the other numbers here I'm doing, that I'm not running ads for those loss leaders that are some of my higher numbers, but wasn't here, I wanted this one, is 17%. So on its face, that's profitable. But the Amazon AMS game, you can test different prices, different things, and different things can go different ways. So I got to kill this, guys. I got to get going. Let's have a good night. Thank you.